I was born in Greeley, but my family all lived in Fort Lupton. My grandparents came from back east in the middle 1800s on both sides of the family. So we have a strong connection with the city of Fort Lupton. They were always busy. My grandmother was Mother of the Year of Colorado, and she would take my sister and I with her lots of times when a new neighbor came to town, and would bring a welcome gift, or if somebody was sick, she would always take food. So we grew up helping people in need and welcoming people. After I finished high school, I moved to Florida for about 17 years, and then I came back. I missed my family, and I missed our beautiful Rocky Mountains. I'm blessed with a lot of energy, and well, one of the first things was Women's Place there in Fort Lupton with Jackie Crick. I'm a volunteer with the South Platte Historical Society and with the city of Fort Lupton. We serve senior lunch every Monday to seniors. Here I am 83 and I'm serving seniors. I always laugh at that. This morning, my sister and I and my niece all got together, and we did host a chamber dinner out at South Platte Historical Society. We have a fort in Fort Lupton, which is a rebuild of the original fort, and that started in 1988. We just had Trapper Days, and so my sister and I did the pancake breakfast, our 22nd year, I think. I gave a little talk about the fort and how it began, because it did begin in the early 1800s. I did visit my daughter. One of my daughters lived in Virginia, and she still does. And I worked at the food bank then as a volunteer. And so whenever we travel, I'd go to visit teen food banks just to get ideas of how they ran their food banks. And they had a backpack program, what they called. And what it was food for the weekend for children going to school. It tears your heart out to think that kids don't get to eat over the weekend, but it happens all the time and everywhere, and we just aren't aware of it. So when I came back, I went to see the superintendent of schools, and I said, is there a need in our schools? And he said, when can you start? So we started then, and this is our 17th year that we're doing that. Well, already we're up to 64 kids getting a backpack every week, and we do all 5 schools. Our church was involved with the Epworth Church in Denver, and I went as a representative, and that was to feed the hungry for Thanksgiving. And so we said we would like to do that in Fort Lupton also. I believe it's our 15th year, and so we raise money from the businesses in Fort Lupton, and then we do that the Saturday before Thanksgiving. And this year we're serving 225 people, so with boxes of food, so that they'll have a good Thanksgiving. And then in 2015, we opened Hope at Miracle House. And it was just a winter shelter at that time, just from October to March. And then we saw the need was in the summertime too. And so we got permission from the Methodist Church, that's the building that we're using, is the Miracle House. And so they gave us permission to have it open every day, all year long. I think it's amazing because I think that God has a hand in this, because He sees those needs and He uses somebody to spread it out, and He doesn't leave you alone. If He gives you an idea, He keeps popping it into your head and saying, hey, you need to do this, and you just have to listen. You just don't judge, and I think that the greatest commandment is to love, and that's what we're commissioned to do.